So the first problem is convert 43 miles into feet. 43 miles, convert 43 miles into feet. Given, you have to be told somewhere. If you're going to be given these unit conversions, you have to be told some equivalent statement. 1 mile equals 5,280 feet. Now that's an equivalent. That gives you some information that you can use when you set it up. When you do these problems, what I want you to do is first write, I call it the input, whatever's going into this. 43 miles is what's going into it. And then at the end, what you're getting out of it is you want your answer in feet. You're going to need a conversion factor. Where do you get the numbers that go in here? It comes from this equivalent statement. Well, Mr. A, which one do you put on top and which one do you put on bottom? That's the question that I get most frequently from students. I've had some students say, well, you always put the one on top. No. The one that you want on top is the one that your answer is in. So if your answer is in feet, then you need 5,280 feet on top. And then on bottom, you have to write what's on the other side of the equal side, which is 1. Okay. So has someone done this one already? What happens when you multiply 43 times 5,280? 227,040. These are single variable. These are single variable problems. What do I mean by that? I'm talking about length. Length is in miles, length is in feet. We're only converting length. So this is a one variable conversion. So that means you're going to have at least one conversion factor. But there are times when you need two conversion factors. Say we were going from days to seconds. You might need a couple of conversion factors. You might need a conversion factor for days to hours, hours to minutes, minutes to seconds. Or maybe you know that in 1 hour there are 3,600 seconds. And of course you know that in 1 day there are 24 hours. I'm asking you to tell me how many seconds are in 5 days. So I'm going to need at least two conversion factors. Unless someone told you how many seconds are in a day, but that's what we're trying to figure out. So if I want seconds on the top, what equivalent statement can I use to put in here, and what do I put on top? So think about this. If I want seconds in the answer, then seconds has to be on top here. The only equivalent I have that has seconds in it is this one right here. So I know I need to have 3,600 seconds on top and 1 hour on the bottom. Now I've got to get from days to hours. So I'm going to use this one. I want to get rid of days, and so I put days on the bottom. In 1 day, I've got 24 hours. Think of this like a game, and you're going to be crossing out the units. Days is going to cancel with days because days is in the numerator and days is in the denominator, so they both cancel out. Hours is in the numerator, hours is in the denominator, so they both cancel out, leaving us only with seconds, which is good because that's what we want our answer in. Now then, this is a pretty easy one to multiply because you're really just multiplying all the numerators because the denominator is always 1. So 5 times 24 times 3,600, 432,000. Okay. So here's two examples of one variable conversion that requires one conversion factor. Here's one that requires two conversion factors. But just rest assured that you're always going to be given these equivalents. And that's what you need to make these conversion factors. But your smarts come in when you have to decide which one goes on top and which one goes on bottom, and then you have to know how to multiply too. All right?